U.S. mulls more sanctions against Turkey as talks on Pastor Brunson fail. Reports Washington has imposed sanctions against Turkey's Minister of Justice Abdulhamid Gül and Minister of Interior Süleyman Soylu for participating in the detention of U.S. Pastor Andrew Brunson, who is suspected of being connected to the Gulen movement, deemed a terrorist group by Ankara. The U.S. is considering the possibility of implementing more punitive measures, such as stronger sanctions, against Turkey after the recent talks on the release of the U.S. pastor Andrew Brunson allegedly failed, reported The Wall Street Journal, citing an anonymous source. Read more. Erdogan says Turkey to freeze assets of U.S. Justice, Interior Minister separately, Bloomberg reported, citing an anonymous U.S. official that during the talks between the Turkish Deputy Foreign Minister and his American counterpart the sides failed to reach common ground regarding the fate of the U.S. pastor. The U.S. State Department hasn't yet commented on the claims, noting only that the participants to the talks had discussed the issue, along with bilateral relations in general. The media have also reported that Turkish officials raised the issue of Deputy CEO of Halkbank Mehmet Hakan Atilla, who was given a 32-month prison sentence by a New York court for attempting to help Iran bypass U.S. sanctions. According to the source, Washington has refused to discuss the matter until Brunson is released. Read more. U.S. to review Turkey's trade preferences after Ankara's retaliation. The U.S. imposed sanctions against Turkey's Minister of Justice Abdulhamid Gül and Minister of Interior Süleyman Soylu for alleged human rights abuses and the arrest of Pastor Andrew Brunson. Washington believes that he was jailed unlawfully. Ankara has scolded the U.S. sanctions and promised to freeze U.S. Justice and Interior Secretary's assets in Turkey. The pastor was released from a Turkish prison last week and placed under house arrest. Read more. White House announces sanctions on Turkish ministers over detention of U.S. pastor. Turkey jailed Brunson about 2 years ago for his alleged ties to the movement founded by Islamic cleric Fethullah Gulen, which is considered a terrorist organization by Ankara. Turkey has accused Gulen and his movement of orchestrating the 2016 failed military coup.